to the online war that's seen hackers shut down the FBI website in America. This is all to do with a battle over piracy and file sharing sites, and it could forever change the way you use the web. We're joined by Anthony Slater from Cybershack. Anthony, thanks for coming in. This site in particular, what did it do? How did it work?
Yeah, well, basically, MegaUpload is what it's called, and it was one of the world's most popular file-sharing websites, which basically means you can upload any file you want, whether that be a video or pictures or documents, and share it with either your friends or the public at large. So obviously there's a fair few legitimate uses for a site like that if I wanted to send holiday photos or music that I created. But what the issue that the US government has with this site is they're saying it was also used a lot for illegal downloads, so copyright infringements, movies and things like that. And as a result, they've charged people and they've taken down the site. Now,
this fellow, Mr. .com, he made quite a fortune out of the site, didn't he?
He did, yeah. They were saying that over the last few years, they've taken $174 million in, over the last few years. And I mean, reportedly today they were seizing a whole bunch of luxury cars from a $20 million house in New Zealand. So there was a fair bit of money to be made, but their argument is, look, we also were a legitimate business. We did everything we could to try to take down copyrighted material, but the US government obviously aren't buying it.
So obviously there's movie companies and music companies who've gone and made a complaint about him?
Absolutely, yeah. So I think it was a 2-year investigation where they brought up examples of times when things have been downloaded illegally and when they didn't respond to takedown requests quickly enough. They're saying up to $500 million in lost revenue is what they're claiming this site has caused, just this site alone. I mean, there's a whole heap of them out there. So they filed their cases and they got an indictment, and yeah, they've arrested a whole bunch of guys in New Zealand.
And they could face up to 20 years in prison. That shows just how serious this is.
Absolutely. Look, the US, they've been fighting these sort of anti-copyright stuff for a long time. You might remember way back with Napster, which was one of the first ones. So they've increased the penalties. They've tried to make this as strict as possible, and they're also trying to pass a whole bunch of new laws to make it even easier to take down these sort of websites.
Those laws, though, there's a lot of people that don't like them, isn't there? They say that it's censorship of the internet and it could affect everybody.
Absolutely. Look, at the moment they have to go through a whole sort of long court process to take down these websites. The new laws, which are currently in Congress, haven't been passed yet, would basically allow them to take down a website without any of that sort of due process. So Google and Facebook and Wikipedia, they've all been protesting and saying this is censorship. It's like what you might get in North Korea, and it shouldn't be passed.
It does seem very heavy-handed, and the group Anonymous has retaliated with online attacks and successfully shut down the FBI website.
Yeah, absolutely. So within about half an hour of news coming out that the website was down, the US Department of Justice website was taken down, the Recording Industry Association of America, the Movie Association of America, all the websites, they all come down. And also now that same group Anonymous have re-hosted a whole bunch of that content from the MegaUpload site, and they're now hosting it in the Netherlands. So there's a bit of a cat and mouse game happening between the authorities and the guys on the web.
Sounds like a movie in itself.
Yeah, absolutely, I know.
Thanks very much, Anthony.
Cheers.